before our finale, which Scott wrote for us. This is a piece that is also receiving its very first performance anywhere, and it was based on a poem by a poet that you might have known, Max, or might have known of, Carol Miller. There's a picture of her. She was in Oyster Bay, and she died a couple of years ago, very young. Born in 1957, died in 2004 at the age of 46.
Wow.
And she self-published a number of collections of poetry, which I found in the Oyster Bay Library. And I decided that I wanted to set one of these poems to music. I gave Helene a choice. She picked this one. And Helene is, I think, going to read the poem for you first. We didn't print it out. We want you to hear it. It's full of double entendres, triple entendres, and all kinds of wordplays and cliches turned on their head and backwards and upside down. So she's going to read that for you before she sings it. Okay?
I said I do, but whispered I won't. Eat your heart out and say your prayers. Read me my Carmen Miranda, the right to bear fruit, the right to arm bears. Where there's a will, there's a way with words. I get lost in the house of the Lord. The windows are left open. When it rains, it pours. I've been giving fate the 3rd degree. Witnesses come, fishing for souls, in cahoots with thin air. I start inventing the afterwards, the postage due, the collective call. You gave me your cheer, I gave you my all. No one had joy from dusk until dawn. Reality is a collective hunch, served on the patio with a yawn. Loss is always the lesson. I'm glad to be going and glad to be gone. Yes, of course. I count my blessings backwards. Between the flora and the fauna, I've been known to fawn. The fiction in my family is that I was born with a noose. I picked bruised fruit from the edge of dread. I shake my head till I shake it loose. Once in a blue moon I thank my lucky stars, until a voice says to me, you are, you are, you are.
Just a little bit of a musical guide. It begins with, I said I do, but whispered I won't. Where do you hear somebody say I do? At a wedding. So it begins with a little bit of a wedding march. And later on she says, read me my Miranda rights, read me my Carmen Miranda. And there's a wonderful song by Yip Harburg and Burton Lane called If This Isn't Love, I'm Carmen Miranda. If this isn't love, it's red propaganda. Anyway, there's a little bit of a quote of that when Carmen Miranda is sung. Okay, are we ready?
Have to turn the sound up for the speaking and down for the singing.
Right.
Okay. No.
Oh, yeah, down.
A little bit, just a little down.